Don't even think about visiting Dollywood without learning these must-know tips to help make you have the best day ever. Then I will share with you my secret Dollywood plan of attack that's going to save you time and money. Welcome to Theme Park Predictions and more. My name is Brandon, and my goal today is to make your trip to Dollywood the best experience possible, so you'll fall in love with the place the same way I have and will want to return. Starting off, arrive at the parking toll around 45 minutes to an hour before opening if you can, of course, especially if you're a gold or diamond pass holder, and more on that in a few minutes. Should you buy a Dollywood time saver, which is basically the skip the line pass? If you're planning on visiting during the summer months or on a weekend, then yes, absolutely. You honestly can't beat the price of this compared to what you'd find at Universal and other major theme parks around the country. Plus, the Dollywood time saver also gets you reservations for the shows. Since this video is going to make you have a better Dollywood day, if you could pay it forward and give the video a like, that way this video gets seen by more people that are planning on visiting Dollywood. I have been visiting Dollywood now just about every year since the park opened Thunderhead in 2004, and I am grateful that I can share with you everything that I know about this gorgeous theme park that is located just outside of the Smoky Mountains. Here are the top 5 best non-coaster rides at Dollywood. Of course, the Dollywood Express, and more on this attraction in a minute. The BARNSTORMER, which is, in my opinion, the best thrill ride in the park. If you're looking for the best view, then you have to ride Dropline, which is a great free-fall attraction. ROCKIN ROADWAY is fun for the whole entire family, and the Treetop Tower is a fun, mild attraction that gives you nice views of the park below. Here are the 5 not to be missed Dollywood attractions. Blazing Fury, hands down one of the most unique attractions out there. Dollywood Express, you can't visit Dollywood and not ride on the 20-minute train ride that takes you up the mountainside. Hands down the best train ride in any theme park in America that's not named Dollywood or Silver Dollar City. But here's a very important tip for you. Arrive at least 30 minutes before the departure time, because the train always gets crowded and leaves at the top of the hour. Visit the Eagle Mountain Sanctuary. Guests can see the largest exhibit of non-releasable bald eagles in the United States. You'll also be able to get up and close and personal with all kind of eagles located near the base of the sanctuary. Craftsman Valley. This is by far my favorite area of Dollywood. The valley is filled with arts and crafts, shows, some rides and attractions, and something that you can't miss while at Dollywood, and more on that in a few minutes. And finally, the Skillets. You won't find all your typical theme park food here at Dollywood. I definitely recommend checking out the Market Square Big Skillets, because this is some of the best food you're ever going to eat in a theme park. And if there's a line, trust me, wait it out. Now obviously, there's a lot of other major roller coasters that are must-see attractions at Dollywood. But before we talk about the coasters at the park, let's talk about where to eat. Besides the Skillets, I cannot, and I repeat, I cannot recommend eating at Aunt Granny's restaurant. This all-you-can-eat delicious restaurant is worth every penny. You honestly cannot beat the value or the price. And to give you an idea of how good Aunt Granny's really is, I've never spent a day at Dollywood and not ate at this restaurant. Also, be on the lookout for the enormous turkey legs around the park. You also can't go wrong with Hickory House Barbecue. Seriously, that place is legit. When to visit Dollywood? Sundays and Mondays are great days to go, but keep in mind, Dollywood is closed on some Tuesdays and Thursdays throughout the year. So the safest thing to do is just check out the park's operating calendar before you're planning on visiting. As far as when to visit, I would say May, September, and October are the best months. How many days do I need? If you plan on taking in all the shows and attractions Dollywood has to offer, then I recommend at least a day and a half. You can even split your second day at the park and spend half of it at Dollywood Splash Country. Now, let's talk about Dollywood's awesome collection of roller coasters. These 4 rides offer the slowest moving lines in the park. Mystery Mine, 8 people per train, so obviously this line doesn't move very fast. Fire Chaser Express, 14 people per train, and offers only a 39-inch height requirement, making Fire Chaser a very popular coaster that always seems to have a 30-minute line or longer. Dragon Flyer. This coaster only offers 1 train, so the line does get pretty long during the busy part of the day. And finally, Tennessee Tornado. Since the train is absolutely hauling as it hits the brake run, the park never runs 2 trains on this ride, which creates a slow moving line when the park is busy. And in case you're wondering, Wild Eagle offers the fastest moving coaster line at Dollywood. I mean, after all, it's a B&M wing coaster. What coaster should you ride at night? Every coaster at Dollywood is so much better at night. That is one of the many reasons why Dollywood is so special. But if you can pull it off and have enough time, then Lightning Rod for sure, and try to squeeze in Thunderhead as well. While visiting Dollywood, you want to make sure that you're wearing very comfortable shoes and clothes. Also, some great looking theme park predictions, shirts, and merchandise that can be found at themeparkpredictions.com. Where to stay when visiting Dollywood. I am currently working on a video for exactly this that I'm going to release very soon. But in the meantime, I always check the pricing of the Dreamworld Resort before I find a hotel in Pigeon Forge. You know, just in case the prices are something that's within our budget. A few other hotels that I've stayed at and recommend would be the Wilderness at the Smokies, the new Hilton Home 2 Suites, and the Margaritaville Resort in Gatlinburg. Also, be sure to check out the pricing for a cabin rental, because this is the best way to experience everything that the Smoky Mountains offer. And here's a quick tip. Check out Dollywood.com for packages that include cabin rentals. Is staying at the Dreamworld Resort worth it? While Dollywood's on-site hotel is a bit expensive, if you're able to pull it off, it is worth it. And one of the many benefits is that you're going to receive free Dollywood time savers for your day at the park. It gets hot in Tennessee, so this is how you cool off at Dollywood. The park is home to 2 great water rides that both totally fit in with the surrounding mountains. Daredevil Falls is a very underrated water flume ride, and the Smoky Mountain River Rampage is a great rapids ride with only a 36-inch height requirement. Is Splash Country worth it? Dollywood's water park features one of the best settings for any water park in the entire world. You're going to find dozens of awesome slides and attractions await you anywhere from mild to wild. So if you have time, I definitely recommend visiting Splash Country. Dollywood Coaster Trip Advice. Six Flags Over Georgia and Carowinds are both around 3.5 hours away, so definitely add one of those parks to your road trip. And now, it's time for my sweetest recommendation for Dollywood, and that would be you can't visit Dollywood and not stop into Show Street Ice Cream. Not only is the ice cream to die for, you will find the best milkshake that you'll ever have is made at this awesome little shop. Dollywood with kids. The great thing about Dollywood is that a lot of the attractions are catered to kids and families. So you're going to find that kids can do a lot more here than at most theme parks. That is what we've noticed with our 3-year-old who's around 40 inches tall. Dollywood seasonal events. No matter the time of the year that you're visiting Dollywood, chances are there'll be a special event going on at the park. And each one is a must-see event. So be sure to check out the calendar of events so you can plan your trip around it. Where to use the restroom. You might think this is a joke, but it's always a good idea to know where the best places to use the restroom are at Dollywood. And here are my top 3 recommendations. Dollywood shows. You really shouldn't visit Dollywood and not experience one of their live shows. Live entertainment is one of the main things that Dollywood is known for. Just be sure to check out the show times and arrive at least 30 minutes before the show starts, unless each person in your party has a time saver pass. Don't want to drive to the park? If that's the case, then I recommend taking the trolley to save money and time on parking. The trolley will drop you off right at Dollywood's front gate, and at the end of the day, will take you right back into Pigeon Forge. Dollywood Insiders. Be sure to check out the Dollywood Insiders page for all kinds of helpful information. In fact, one of the insiders, Butch, was kind enough to help assist me with these tips to make your day at Dollywood even better. And if you love my videos, then you're going to love both of Butch's channels, so be sure to check them out. Pass holder benefits. I recommend getting a gold pass, because with this pass, parking is included with every visit. Plus, you get all the discounts. Now here's a tip that I do with my family of 3 that saves us money. I purchase the gold pass for myself, since I know that I'm going to be the person that's always going to be at the park. Then I get the silver pass for my wife and son. This way, they can still get limited visits, but we get the free parking and 15% off food and merchandise at the park with my pass. Also, for gold and diamond pass holders, the first hour of the park is open, your pass acts like a time saver, allowing you to skip the lines. Perfect for those early lightning rod rides if it's operating. You cannot visit Dollywood and not grab a piece of their famous cinnamon bread. You can find this delicious treat at the grist mill in Craftsman Valley, but this is often the longest line in the entire park, and for good reason. Did you know that the same cinnamon bread is sold at Dollywood Spotlight Bakery, and you can even get a piece of it at Dreamore Resort? The best part is, you don't even have to be a guest at the hotel to pop in to buy some. Dollywood shopping tip. If you already couldn't tell by now, Dollywood isn't your typical theme park, especially when it comes to shopping. The park is home to some very unique arts and craft locations, where you can purchase anything from a new leather belt to a wooden wagon wheel. Also, if you purchase anything over $35, then you can go about and enjoy your day at the park and pick up your souvenirs at the end of your day at the exit gift shop, the Dollywood Emporium. Dollywood is a very special place, so be sure to keep your eyes open for all kinds of Easter eggs and hidden things around the park, like this little guy that can be found in Craftsman Valley. Before I share with you my Dollywood plan of attack, here's some information that you must know before you even get to the park. Download the Dollywood app. This is a must-have tool, and it's so valuable. You'll be able to check lightning rod status, wait times, show times, and more. But the main reason why you need the app is for the digital park map. Dollywood's layout is very unique, and there are a lot of attractions or things that you'll need to find that are not located along the main path. Trust me, you're gonna thank me later. Purchase your tickets online. This time-saving process is super easy, and you get your tickets via email. Once you arrive at the front gate, just head right to the turnstiles. Dollywood offers a great military discount, so be sure to check out Dollywood.com for more information, and thank you for your service. Since Dollywood is located in the mountains, the parking lot configuration is very unique and is a process, but it's all part of the Dollywood experience. You will most likely need to take the tram, but the good news is the Dollywood trams are the highest capacity attraction at the park. If you don't want to park in the general parking area and not take a tram, then preferred parking is perfect for you. Are you going to be traveling with your pet? If so, be sure to take them to Doggywood. This pet kennel is located right next to the entrance of the park and is very clean inside and totally worth it. In fact, when we visit Dollywood, our boy Minion gets to experience Doggywood. Now it's time to reveal my Dollywood plan of attack. If you're inside the park before opening, then head right to Lightning Rod. If it's open, get a few rides in while you can. Then head to Fire Chaser Express. You have to do this quickly, and there's no time for sightseeing along the way. After Fire Chaser, I would head to Mystery Mine and then Dragon Flyer. If Lightning Rod is not open, then follow this plan starting with Fire Chaser. After Dragon Flyer, I would head to Tennessee Tornado. After you ride Dollywood's awesome aero coaster, you can enjoy what the rest of the park offers. And now for a bonus recommendation. What is the best mountain coaster? Within 30 minutes of Dollywood, you're going to find a ton of mountain coasters. And in my opinion, the Smoky Mountain Alpine Coaster is by far the best one, hands down. I also recommend riding it at night if you can. As you can probably tell, I'm very passionate about Dollywood. This park is hands down one of my favorite places to visit. If you can think of any other tips that I did not mention, please share them with me in the comments. And I want to know, when's your next visit to Dollywood and what are you looking forward to most? I cannot wait to hear from you in the comments, so don't forget to share with me. As always, thank you so much for watching, and remember to smile today, think positive, and keep riding coasters.